The dreaded season of Big Brother 22 has come to a close. Yes, that is right, everybody. We have finally crowned a winner, and Cody is walking away with the $500,000. I honestly think that he deserved to win based on how the season went down. Whether he ended up sitting there beside Nicole or Enzo, I still think he would have won. It seemed like some people were kind of rallying behind Nicole a little bit in the jury house, so I don't think that Cody would have won 9-0 against Nicole, but I still feel like he would have won. I mean, he was the focal point of pretty much every major alliance in the house all season long. He was winning comp after comp all season long, and he made all the right moves when he had to. So if you want to win Big Brother, that is pretty much how you have to do it. You know, as boring as this season was, especially for a season of All-Stars, you still have to give credit to Cody for playing an extremely good game and being, in my opinion, a very deserving winner. With that said, you know, let's kind of go over what's happened to this final week to land Cody in the final two. So we had a three-part head of household. The first was played out on Monday, where Nicole won a endurance competition, and then we had two competitions today. The first one with Cody and Enzo facing off head to head, and this was an absolute slaughter. It was kind of a memory slash athletic competition, I guess you'd call it. And Cody's time was like 10% of what Enzo's was. It was just like, whoa, like that's not even remotely close to being even a fair competition. Like it was a slaughter. Enzo has not been fantastic at competitions this season. You know, he did pull off a few wins for himself, but Cody has been like pretty consistently good at everything all season long. So Cody wins that and then goes into the final HOH against Nicole, where it's a memory challenge where you're trying to pick the lie from 3 statements for each individual juror. And Cody just goes on a run 8-0. He or not 8-0, but it gets 8 questions in a row. Nicole misses 1 question, and that's all that mattered. From there, Cody wins that HOH, and in my opinion, whether it was Cody winning or Nicole winning, they should have taken Enzo to the final 2. You know, if he did, I just like, not that Enzo played a bad game. I just think that he's an easier beat for Cody, and he's an easier match for Nicole. And as we saw, 9-0 for Cody, that pretty much secures it. And really, I think the difference was that Enzo wasn't part of that original 6-person alliance that really rolled through the game. And then on top of it, Cody just won more critical competitions, and really that's all that matters. You know, even that last HOH that Enzo won, Cody basically sacrificed himself so that Enzo could win and ensure that Christmas did not win. You know, he wasn't looking. Cody in that competition wasn't looking to win. He was looking to make sure that the person who would hurt him the most didn't win. And, you know, that's an important thing as we come down to the end of the game. So, America's favorite player, Davon, wins. I thought we might get something wild like Kaysar or Janelle winning, but that ended up not being the case. It came down to Davon and Tyler, and Davon takes home the crown. I'm surprised that anyone's really America's favorite player this game around, because there really just wasn't anybody in the house who really stood out to me as someone that I truly wanted to root for. You know, I did kind of root for Tyler for most of the season, but it wasn't like I felt betrayed as a fan when he went home. It was like, yeah, whatever. He's gone. That's fine. And let's move on. So and let's talk about that prize. $25,000 for America's favorite player. No, that seems extremely unfair. That person should get at least $100,000. The winner should get at least $1 million. And every single one of those people who makes it to jury should get a payday of like $25,000-$50,000. You can't tell me that Big Brother can't afford that. You know, so many of these reality shows that have a prize at the end come out as so stingy. Like you have some other shows, like I think The Voice, you get like $100,000 or $200,000 record deal, and you know what do those coaches get paid? Millions to be on the show. It just doesn't quite seem fair to me, and I wish these shows would up the prizes and give more prizes for everyone, like every person who competed. Earlier this summer, I reviewed a show called Tough as Nails, and one of the things they did was give out basically weekly cash prizes for team competitions. You know, it wasn't anything major, but we come out of there, like everybody walks home with probably at least 5 to 10 grand, no matter where they finished in the competition. And I would like to see more of that, you know, because people are basically putting their lives on hold for this chance to win the $500,000. And it doesn't really seem fair to me for someone to be locked up in the jury house for a Big Brother and jury house for 3 months of their life and walk home with nothing. I don't know if there's a per diem paid out by these shows, but if there isn't, there should be. All right, that's the end of my rant. I got a little off kilter there. Overall, this season, not that great. I do still think Cody was a deserving winner, but really looking forward to putting this season behind us and moving on to bigger and better things within Big Brother. Yeah, thank you so much for watching me this season, everybody. And until next season, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you later.